Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Friday, the 5th of February 2016 at 13:05 in the afternoon Eastern Time. Now, today's been a very benign day. Needless to say, I didn't get any cleaning out or tidying up done in the north bedroom, but I've had a knack my entire life of, while I don't deliberately leave things to the last minute, I have a sense of when I should do things when they really have to be done. So I'm dead battery. So obviously, I didn't do this tidying up today. I'll probably do a lot of this stuff tomorrow because I've got a lot of other things I actually have to do tomorrow. So we'll soldier on with that. Meanwhile, I got this great present from my buddy, my internet buddy, my friend Tony Pincham, my YouTube internet friend Tony Pincham in the United Kingdom. In anticipation of my trip over there in September, he got me the AA Automobile Association 2016 Big Road Atlas of Britain. This thing is absolutely kick-ass. 3 miles to an inch scale. The only thing better than that would be the Ordnance Survey maps. Oh, good Lord, I'm not like mad. I don't know why. I feel like I'm drowning half the time. Anyway, and so you got the page that lets you find where you need to go to the page for where you are. And I'll have to read the various legends and things. There's sort of a master overview. Even goes up to Scotland and so forth. And then the London. Well, I won't be going into London. I've been to London. Doggone it. There's of course there's Bodmin Moor that It's Just Richard talks about, and go up to my part of the world here. Let's see, Sudbury. There's Stowmarket, Ipswich. No, there's Sudbury and Hadley. Okay, and here we have the village of Kersey, between Sudbury and Hadley. Most assuredly want to go back there. And I think Tony here is in 50. Let's see here. I think he is in Kersey boy. I just love maps. I really get off on maps. Sheffield, and here's Worksop. There he is, right there. Yay! That's where Tony is. I think I'm going to end up flying into Manchester. If I can get a flight that goes there, and I'm sure I can. Then rent a car. I don't want to fly into London again. I've done that flying into London thing, and the problem in flying into London, the problem is driving out of the London area. Good Lord, sorry about that. When I went over there with my mother in 1979, we went over there for 3 weeks in September. It was a great trip. It was one I'd promised you know, her and my dad, you know, to either take them on or pay for after I got the money to do that. Because my dad always wanted to go over there, and he particularly wanted to see Ireland, interestingly. Which is odd because we're not Irish. But anyway, that's where he wanted to go, especially in addition to the rest of the UK. And, well, he died in '75, so obviously I couldn't take him. But, you know, I did go there with my mother for 3 weeks, which was interesting on many levels. But without getting into that, we drove from Heathrow Airport 80 miles across the built-up part of London, and it was 80 miles. You know, from Heathrow Airport diagonally across London to get up to the A10 to go up into East Anglia. It took me 8 hours. I thought I was going to go insane. Then when I went over there with Paul a year later, after, you know, well, actually in 1981, he insisted on driving the car, and so down in Canterbury, he ran the, you know, at least a little bit. He ran the car into the side of another car. That has nothing to do with London being congested, though. And when Thomas and I went over there in 1995, I said, we're just going to turn the car in and take the train in, and we're not going to try to do that. So we took the car back to Gatwick and took the train into London for the last three and a half days of our trip. Because he really wanted to see London. You know, by that time I'd had, you know, well, admittedly, I mean, he was tired of London, as tired of life, as I think Samuel Johnson said. But it's not so much I'm tired of London, it's just I've seen what I want to see of London. Admittedly, that's a very parochial American view. And no, I didn't spend all my time looking at tourist stuff. Well, in any case, Tony, thank you so much for this. This is going to be invaluable, not only during the trip, but in planning the trip. And it's something I would have had to gone out and get, you know, purchased anyway. We have a very good map store on the far west side of town. And they've got these great big map tables, and you can sort of, you know, they particularly specialize in selling all the Michelin maps. And you sort of unfold your map and take it for a little bit of a test drive, so to speak, you know, before you buy it, you know, see if it's what you want. But you know, those aren't particularly cheap. I don't know, it may not even be there anymore. But it was great. And when I went over there in 1995 and bought a bunch of maps. That basically, if I hadn't had those maps, I couldn't have driven around where Thomas and I drove. Alrighty, I'm going to say bye-bye, YouTubers.